Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, dear students. This is Khurshid sir speaking from Green Hills Experimental School. Well, as we are passing through the very difficult phase where we cannot afford to risk the lives of our loved students, so we have planned that we'll be engaging our students in studies through online classes, and I'm grateful to all the teachers who are working tirelessly to provide you with the relevant study material as per your books. And what we expect is that you'll go through the material, read properly, and keep yourself engaged in your curricular activities at home with the help of your parents. I'll be sharing a topic with you. Is a topic from science, and this topic is for the students who are enrolled in class 2nd in Green Hills Experimental School. Dear students, our topic is water. Water, as we commonly know, is used by human beings for several activities like drinking, cooking, bathing, cleaning, and a lot of other activities. Without water, we cannot survive. So, I'll be reading a lesson for you, and I will try to make it easy for you to understand what's written in your book. Let's talk about the uses of water. Water is our basic need. As you know that human beings cannot live without it. Animals and plants also need water to live. So, we use water for following purposes. Number one, we use water for drinking. We use water for cooking food. We use water for washing our clothes. We use water for cleaning dishes. We use water for bathing and cleaning our pets. We use water for plants and for many other purposes. Do you know about the sources of water? Where does water come from? Well, rain is the main source of water. Rainwater fills the wells, tanks, rivers, and ponds. These are called sources of water. We get water from these sources in our homes. So, following is an activity for you, and you had to see and, in fact, name them. You are given some pictures. In this picture, you can see a river flowing, a pond, a well, and some clouds also. So you have to label the sources of water and you have to write the names against the boxes given in the picture. How water gets to our homes. You can see in the box it's written, rainwater gets collected in rivers, lakes, and tanks. We do not use rainwater as it is. It is first cleaned, and then the cleaned water is then pumped to an overhead tank. The water from the tank reaches our homes through a pipeline. Then so we get this water from taps fitted inside our homes. Some people get water from the hand pumps. Some get water from the wells. As you can see below are given some pictures. It shows us overhead tank, then the pipelines, and some wells and hand pumps. We call them tube wells as well. You know what? Some areas do not get enough rain. The people living in these areas walk long distances to get water. We are given an activity and what you are supposed to do. The activity 2 is written there. You can read from the book. How water gets to our homes. Number the steps in the correct order. So you are given 4 steps. Step number 1 reads, the rainwater is cleaned. Step number 2, the rainwater gets collected in rivers. Step number 3 is given, the water from the overhead tank reaches to our homes. And the 4 is given, the water is pumped to an overhead tank. So let's recall the lesson and the process through which we get the water, and we had to rearrange them. And first step that actually happens is that the rainwater gets collected in rivers. Then the step 2 is the rainwater is cleaned. Then the step 3 is the water is pumped to an overhead tank. And the step 4, the water from the overhead tank reaches to our homes. Then it talks about drinking water. So let's read this paragraph and try to understand what's written there. Drinking water. We should use only clean water for drinking. We can purify water in many ways, like we can boil the water, it kills the germs present in the water. Then point 2, we can filter the water using a water filter at home. Filtering removes dirt from water. We should store drinking water in clean containers and keep it covered. In pictures you are given, it shows that using a water filter at home, like we use aquaguards and some other stuff for purifying the water. And second process is given that by heating or by boiling the water before drinking, we should boil the water before we drink it. Think about it. How do you store drinking water at home? So look up purify to make something clean. So what we see from the above activity, that by filtering or by boiling the water, we are trying to clean the water so that it is so that we can drink this water as pure water. I mean the filtered water. What we learn from this lesson, there are different sources of water. Do you understand this, or you need any help? Okay, let me recall what we learned in the lesson. There are different sources of water, like river is there, rain is there, tube wells are there, and tap water is also available to us. Point number 2 is the water gets supplied in our homes. So how the water is supplied to our homes is through a systematic pipeline that is fitted inside our homes, and we get water from the taps. We purify and filter the water before drinking. So as we saw in the previous page, there are 2 processes given. One is by boiling the water and second is by filtering the water. We can get the purified water. You are given one more exercise to do. Get, set, go. It reads number A. Cross out the odd ones: bottle, well, pond, and river. So from these 4 things, we see that bottle is an odd one which doesn't fit into the category. So we just put a cross in front of bottle. Number 2, filtering, boiling, purifying, and bathing. Filtering and boiling and purifying is associated with cleaning the water, but bathing is the use of water. So we put a cross mark in front of bathing. Then number 3, well, hand pump, tank, and puddle. So well, hand pump, and tank, these are the things in which either we store or we get water from them, but puddle is odd one, so we put cross against puddle. Number 4, bathing, cooking, drinking, and purifying. As we can see that bathing, cooking, and drinking, these are the uses of water, while as purifying is a process through which we clean the water. So purifying is odd one in this series. Then you are given part C, write Y for yes and N for no. So I'll be reading point number 1. We can live without water. Is it true or false? So we cannot live without water. Therefore we'll write no or N against part number 1. Then part number 2, rain is the main source of water. Rain, of course, is the main source of water. So we will write yes or Y against part number 2. Part number 3, we should save water. And we should definitely save water because water is needed by us, and we'll write yes or Y against part number 3. Part number 4, we should keep the drinking water covered. So definitely, in order to keep the water clean, we should keep it covered, and we will write yes against point number 4. Then there are some questions in part D that you are supposed to answer. It writes, answer the following questions. Why do we need water? If we recall what's written in the book, there are so many uses of water. We need water for drinking, for cooking, for washing clothes, for cleaning dishes, for bathing, for cleaning our pets, for watering plants, and for many other purposes. So we can confine our answer to a few uses, like we need water for cleaning, drinking, bathing, and for plants. Question number 2. Name the different sources of water. Different sources of water are rainwater that fills the wells, and then wells, tanks, rivers, and ponds are the main source of water. How can we purify water? As we discussed it early, answer is that we can purify water either by the use of water purifier, or by boiling water before we drink it. Well, thank you, and stay indoors, stay healthy, stay safe. God bless you.